Hey guys, it's the Video Gamer 111 here, and today I want to review a Sherlock Holmes book I got in the mail. If y'all remember, I did this set. Now, if you're wondering why it's not the whole thing, family members borrowing the first two books because they came in a book. Well, not my family member, but the first two novels came in a book and they're borrowing it. I asked them, will you read it? And they're like, sure, yeah, I'll read and see how I like it. And so far, they said it's pretty good. But anyway, here we go, the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes. Now, before I review it, I've still got a lot of more reading to do. So, I'm on the non-story right now. I just finished Volume 1 of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, and now I'm starting Volume 2 of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, with the first story called The Blue Carbuncle. Let me see, that's it. I gotta find it. Yep, The Blue Carbuncle, so I'll probably be either reading it tonight or tomorrow. And then after this, I gotta read volumes 1 and 2 of Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. Then The Hound of the Baskervilles. Then The Return of Sherlock Holmes, parts 1 and 2. I know it's volumes, but I'm just doing it in parts. And then I've got to read The Valley of Fear. And then His Last Bow. And so I've still got, after I finish this, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more books to read until this. But anyway, here we go. And the books are really good so far. Here, I wrote them all down as I read them. So as of right now, my favorite novel is A Study in Scarlet. And my favorite short story so far is either between The Red-Headed League, which was kind of a good story, and A Case of Identity, probably one of my personal favorites. Otherwise, it's pretty good. It's different than other books I've read, but still, it's good. But anyway, here's the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes, Dover Thrift Editions. It's $5 on Amazon. Here's the side there, Casebook of Sherlock Holmes. Dover Thrift Editions. His career has been a long one, Arthur Conan Doyle noted of his immortal creation Sherlock Holmes. Doyle made his observation in the 1920s when the detective had already been thrilling readers for 40 years, and he modestly attributed his hero's success to the patience and loyalty of the British public. Nearly a century later, the fictional sleuth continues to captivate imaginations around the world and to inspire modern-day reinterpretations. By the 20th century, Doyle had moved on to other literary endeavors, but the public demand for further adventures of the Baker Street sleuth proved irresistible. The Casebook of Sherlock Holmes is the last such work to be regarded as canon, a collection of short stories written before other writers claim the character and his associates as their own hero, and their dozen tales of passion, revenge, grim murder. The final adventure of the great detective is recounted by the master storyteller himself. $5 USA, and this is pretty nice. And further in the back of the book, it tells you other titles. There's poetry and nonfiction and plays. I can't get it right now. So here you go. So this is the final one I need. I probably won't get to this till maybe later this month or September because I've still got all these to read. So here we go. On this one, you get the illustrious client, the blind soldier, the Mazarin Stone, the Three Gables, the Sussex Vampire, the Three Garridebs, Thor Brage, the Creeping Man, the Lion's Mane, the Veiled Lodger, Shoshcombe Old Place, and the Retired Colorman. So, and then there's all your pages. What? I'm just making sure, Well, that'd be bad if one of them was white, I can read it. I mean, just plain, it didn't have any words. But, yep, there you go. The Casebook of Sherlock Holmes. And so far, I'm enjoying the series. Maybe whenever I get done with this series, I could do a ranking of the worst to best Sherlock Holmes books. All 9. Obviously, Studying Scarlet, The Sign of the Four, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, The Hound of the Baskervilles, The Return of Sherlock Holmes, The Valley of Fear, His Last Bow, and The Casebook of Sherlock Holmes. So bye, guys. Have a wonderful evening.